හැබැයි මැතිවරණ දෙක වර්ග දෙකක්. විධායකයෙක් කියන්නේ එකක්, විධායකයෙක් කියන්නේ තව කාරණාවක් නිසා.
The matter frequently discussed revolves around the proposition to streamline costs by consolidating the two elections. These elections are of distinct natures, one pertaining to the executive and the other parliamentary domain. The electoral process for the presidential election is governed by the provisions laid out in Presidential Elections Act number 15 of 1981, while the parliamentary elections follow the guidelines set forth in Parliament Elections Act number 1 of 1981. There exists a discernible disparity between the respective timelines outlined in these statuses. The feasibility of holding both elections on a single day warrants a comprehensive examination of practical and legal considerations. In the absence of such an assessment, arriving at a conclusive stance on the feasibility of simultaneous elections is challenging. In practice, the approach to conducting these elections varies, necessitating the use of two separate ballot papers. Consequently, each polling centre must deploy two ballot boxes simultaneously, signifying a duplication of resources from insurance to retrieval. Thus, the notion that significant cost reductions would be achieved through simultaneous elections appears doubtful. Given the complexities of our electoral framework, the practicality of this approach seems questionable. Ultimately, voters would be tasked with navigating both electoral process simultaneously, mitigating an anticipated savings. Based on my observations, conducting simultaneous elections under existing circumstances without electoral system reforms is far from straightforward.
මේ තියෙන තත්ත්වයන් තුල එක දිනයක මැතිවරණ පැවැත්වීම කියන එක කියන තරම් සරල කාරණාවක් නොවෙනවා.
What election will be called for next?
ඔබ මම 2024 වර්ෂයේ නොවැම්බර් මාසයේ 18ට
I assume holding the presidential election between October 18th and September 18, 2024 is in accordance with the Constitution of Sri Lanka, and the Election Commission should conduct the poll to elect the president. Therefore, 10 billion rupees has been allocated via the 2024 budget as well. Also, the necessary activities for holding the election this year will be carried out as soon as the election is announced. Even now, as the Election Commission, we are engaged in the preliminary tasks related to an election.
කළ යුතු මූලික කාරණා සම්බන්ධයෙන් ඒ කටයුතු කරගෙන යනවා.